snap, I'm back. Back and ready to attack. It's been 2 weeks. Missed last weekend. I went to a rave. I don't even like rave music. I don't know why I do this to myself. Let's go! Coffee time. So it's Sunday today, so I'm even late on the bloody weekend. Usually it's Saturday, isn't it? So I'm not going to say the word. I'm not going to say it. The words. All right, I'm going to say it. I don't like the term mental health. That's the words I'm not going to say. But I said it. But there's something else. Like, I think it just gets chucked around too much. So like, I just called it a grey cloud. I had a grey cloud on me after the rave. Got drunk. Got oh shit, put this on. And then I didn't really recover till like Thursday. So we'll get around to this in a second. So for me, it's just like, you gotta let your hair down, but like, it's just self-destructive, isn't it? If you think about it. So the grey cloud means no gym. So I wasn't smashing the gym like usual. It just really, like, I just don't think it's worth it. I mean, it was a cheap night. It was just basically 100 people getting wasted on a field, and I can't be doing that. There's not enough hours in the day. There's not a wasted the Sunday. So, and it really just messes my motivation. I always say the people that get in my way are my enemies, and that was me getting in my own way. So it's I'm not going to say the words. I'm not going to say the words because it just gets chucked around. I knew a dude who got caught speeding, drink driving, and he played mental health. It's like, what? Like it just seems to be the sympathy card. I just, everyone's struggling. So we've all just got to, in life you either struggle or you struggle. Like, you can't be playing, oh, well, the struggle card. Oh, I'm struggling though, I'm struggling. But we're all struggling. That's life, isn't it? You're meant to. For your muscles to grow, they've got to rip. It's probably the same with your mental health. I said it again. You need to rip them, learn, make mistakes, maybe be embarrassed, get a good idea, put money into it, fail, You need to let your muscle, your mental muscles rip as well for them to grow. Talking about muscles, just what's that over there? That's just no. I'm joking. And then the moment I went back to I went to the outside gyms. Those whoever made those gyms, the outside gyms, gold star to them. I still don't vote, but gold star to whoever fought them. I just I just didn't want to be around people. I struggle to laugh for like. I don't like the word optimistic either, because I think that's a bit deluded. But I've just got a goal in it, so like I know what I want, so I'm fine. Like, I'm gonna be fine. Like stock market. My Chris stock market is like, oh, the weekend, boom. But then I know it's gonna come back up, so I'm not panicking and selling. No, sell. No, I know it's gonna be fine, but I know that those Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were rough, man. Like, I felt lonely, I felt like I doubted myself, and alcohol ain't the one. Or getting really drunk. I was drinking like 50% whiskey for fun. Apparently that's fun. Nepalese fireball, whatever. Yeah, that 48.8%. Sorry. and also I sort of, I'm at these places, but I'm not at these places. You know, I'm thinking, oh no, now I'm going to waste this. That. So I do struggle to let my hair down, because what I've got to think about what was letting my hair down. It's not just like having a hike or something. It's getting blattered and on a field with 100 strangers. Well, there was a couple of mates there. But yeah, all I'm saying is, you know, if you have that grey cloud in you, I think a lot of people have this grey cloud when they lose something, perhaps a relationship, or you know, someone dies, or a dog dies, and they I think change is just part of the process. So people are like, I've lost everything. It's like, no, things have just changed. Like you can't play that's pure negativity. You've just got to, you know, things have changed. Things change in your life. It's life. You know, it's just the way it is. I quite like that. It's like you haven't lost anything. Just things have changed. You lose and you gain, and blah, 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 blah. I think I heard that yesterday on Twitter. I don't know. That's good coffee. That is good coffee. The hair's still wet. Whoa. Got a trim as well. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Looking sharp. So yeah, that's a proper bit of a bummer. Yeah, it's my own fault. I should have had a video ready Friday. Talking about progress and stuff. But yeah, it ain't my cup of tea. So all I'm going to say is, if you are feeling down, you got to look at you. I almost gamify it. I know it's maybe wrong, but like I'm like, oh, you know, if I go to the gym and do this, and you know, I'm leveling up my stats. I learned how to service my motorbike yesterday. I've just learned something that I'm going to use forever, you know, and I saved like 100 odd quid, maybe 150 in certain places. So yeah, it's not hard, but people just do it for the convenience and stuff. I do have to get rid of some oil though, environmentally. But apart from that, it's a bit inconvenience for 100 odd quid. So I like that. So printer's been quiet. I've been still haven't finished the printful Shopify because I'm a donut, and those 2 weeks, or that 1 week, doing bits and bobs, and then the weekend happened, and perhaps the week was a write-off for work, and I was just in my own head, so there was nothing. There was motivation. I think it rained as well, and I just wanted to sleep. Basically, I wanted to stick me in a pod and eat the bugs. I was like, fine, yeah, and I just do not have that attitude 99% of the time. So alcohol, it's not even the drunk me that's the annoying thing. It's the hungover, poisoned version of me. So yeah, so printer's been quiet. I've been using scrap to print off like stock stickers that I put on envelopes and stuff, a bit of branding and that, which is cool. You know, you can put them in as a leaf. I've got some over there that I need to laminate. But then the print is almost at 10% paid for itself. 10% paid for itself. That's pretty good. If I had the Etsy store, I'd be further along the line. But like I do things like, so I got my back of my motorbike changed, and I spoke to the matey. I said, look, if you need any bits, give us a shout. And he said he got 100 stickers for £1,200, and I was like, I'll do it for 1,000. And he's like, all right, well, I'll speak to my brother in London as well. And I'm like, cool. Like, do you know what I mean? I might text him today actually, see where he's at. But you know, you sort of just bump into people, and like little businesses need little bits, and I'm more than happy to keep them happy, and you know, not do silly prices for things. Like if I'm passing, I'm like, look, give us a tenner or something. I don't know, you know, just to get the printer moving and get my foot in the door. I can't really, like, you know, people need little bits, and I need to sort of be that market with the small business that I am, and not say no to really easy work, which is, you know, things like, you know, generic signage like warning stickers and stuff. it's piece of cake. You know, you can buy them off eBay for like £1.50. So I'm just like, right, I'm near your doorstep. Do you want it now? I can't do it for £1.50, but I'll do whatever the width of the material is. I'll do that many stickers. They're like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? I can, and I think it's the personal touch of me as well, because I can just come in and chat. I'll put this in the wrong order, but my little notes I've got here. With the grey cloud, there's terrible guilt as well. So it's almost like you need to snap out of it. And yeah, I do feel guilt. I feel guilt that I'm wasting time. And again, I probably touched on this before, but and you know, learning about the motorbike yesterday, I was speaking to my mate Ross. I was saying, look, like I would love to learn like the mechanics of a bike, and you know, I just love motorbiking. I know like every motorbike ever, and I'm pretty good at riding. Did a front wheelie the other day, but we won't go into that. Accidental, of course. But and then my mate Ross was like, yeah, but you're learning guitar. You're trying to run a business, you're doing this, you know, you're trying to be social, you're trying to do this and that, you know, going to raves. He's like, you just can't do everything. Like and he just said it to me, and I was like, I know, but I sort of needed to hear that. And it's strange, isn't it, that sometimes you just need to hear it out loud, and just someone's going, you're doing too much, mate. Like just focus. And that's another reason why the Shopify hasn't been completed, because I'm trying to save the world, and it's impossible for one man. Oh, trying to save my world. Talking about being spread thin, I've got these coasters that I make, and metal coasters, and their little legs. Where are they actually? 2 seconds. So I make these out of mild steel, put little feety, little bumpers on the back, and they're quite cool. So there's my C for Chris. You know, you got, and I can do all sorts of cool little coasters, and it's all from scrap from work. Like, so this is 1.5 mile steel, and you know, there'll be another Etsy store, although Etsy's bumped me in the past, but it just gets, I can literally post something and get a sell within 2 days. Simply within 48 hours. So I'm going to make a Etsy store called Berberis. Berberis is it's an English flower, but it sounds like Cerberus. So the three-headed dog. So I'm going to do like three plants with a neck, a dog collar around it. That's what I'm thinking, like logo design, but I want to keep it really simple as well. So I want to make it like sort of like a stamp, so it's quite thick lines and stuff. But again, you know, I can do this at work. I can do production Tuesdays and Thursdays. It can get it powder coated. That's textured black, RAL 9005, and these little feet cost £2 for 100 of them or something like that. So, and they're little bumpers, and so the table doesn't get scratched. And my mate said, well, they've got a hole in them. What's the point of a coaster? And like, the coaster is to keep the heat off the table, isn't it? Like I spill coffee all the time with a coaster. Like it doesn't. What does the liquid doesn't just stay on it and then go, right, I'm not moving. It falls off. I suppose it helps, but again, people buy £200 coffee tables. You might want a nice little coaster to go with it, and there'll be other designs as well. But I'm trying to keep it very basic, just so, you know, logistically it makes. I'm going to buy some packaging and do some stickers for Berberis Metalworks. That's what it's been called, and keep the products really simple, and then evolve from that. People have been talking to me about all the ideas I can do. I'm like, dude, don't tell me that, because I'm going to do that, and then you're going to think it's your idea when it was already in my head. Yeah, got the Gator. These are neck tubes for when I'm mountain biking. So I had a Union Jack one, but Ross nicked that yesterday, and it's just the taste testers, and they're really good. They're really good. My samples, I love them, and so these are up on the Shopify. You might recognise this pattern. But yeah, I'm also thinking about doing like, you can have like, if you take a front up picture of your girlfriend or your boyfriend's face, you can have them on this bit, or a pet, like you can have your dog here. But yeah, I was thinking like that's good. Yeah, sorry, rusty throat. So you can have so I was thinking about approaching the so I go to this cafe called Lumi's, and I asked how much it cost to put a poster up, and they were like, it's free. So I was like, cool, I can just get like a poster up there. And I think about approaching the airsoft like side of things as well, because airsoft people like this sort of stuff, and the novelty of having it, or just have your own sort of pattern or whatever. But now I know that how the face fits here with the skull, I can use this as a template. Yeah, it stretches a little bit and it's not perfect. I'll just, there's a tolerance. That would be mathematical, because when I worked on printing on 3D objects, you would have to look how the object stretched around, the edges and stuff. So you would have to print it, look at it, go back to the object, go back to the print file, bring it in, maybe add a bit of gradient in so it's a bit softer, so it doesn't hit the corners so hard. And with this, I just don't. I get these I print on demand. I don't really have the luxury to really figure out the maths of it all. I suppose I could bring the nose down a little bit, but this one is fine though, isn't it? And I've got flames on the bottom as well. But then you could technically have two faces, so I could do one face here and then one face that side, and you wear it which way you want. I've got a big head as well, so you could technically have four faces, so you could have the whole bloody family if you want, and then you could have one there, but there is a here, so I would have to do two on each side there, so back and front, and then two on the bottom if you wanted four, but that's more artworking, I suppose, so I'd have to offer maybe say, you get half an hour of artwork. Yeah, it wouldn't take long. I'm pretty good. But yeah, that's an update video, and it's been 2 weeks, so this video has gone on for 18 minutes, and you know how I can just chat about things I love, which is all this stuff. Spread out thin, like always, but yeah, again, the grey cloud's gone, and although I'm wearing a grey shirt, the grey cloud is gone. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, guys. I'm not going to cut that. Cheers.